What's going on, everyone? It's me, yeah, giddly goodly doodly boy here, Alex the Rambler, and today we're back on Hearts of Iron 4, and it's the return of your saving your disaster save games. Woo! I don't know if anyone was actually excited for this to come back, but we're doing it. Now, it wouldn't be an Alex the Rambler video if I didn't at least sell out a little bit. So today I'm going to be promoting the Paradox Interactive Humble Bundle that you can get at the moment, right? It's actually pretty good value. If you've ever wanted to get Prison Architect for $1, now you can. For under $8 you get City Skylines with a bunch of DLCs and Cities in Motion. And for some reason, if you want to spend $18, you can get Surviving Mars Deluxe Edition, a load of the Surviving Mars DLC, and another City Skylines DLC. That's a pretty good bundle, so I'll leave a link in the description, and it also helps support the Pancreatic Cancer Research Fund, or you can support the channel, Humble Bundle the publisher. You pay what you want, and you give to what you want to help out who you want. But I digress. Today I'll be But I digress. Today I'll be saving a save game from Mythical. Now, I have been sent hundreds of save games over the past year, which I haven't obviously covered. I apologise about that. I won't be going back to all of them. I did look at a lot of them, and a lot of them have tons of mods, and I just can't risk this game crashing. But this one is an Iron Man Germany save game, where he was Germany and tried to take the most of Yugoslavia and Greece, but it didn't work out with the Netherlands and the French, and he lost a lot of manpower in Poland. He doesn't want the save game back, he just wants me to fix it. Well, let's take a little look, shall we? Oh, also, 5,000 likes for more Hearts of Iron 4. Don't forget to comment and subscribe too. Subscribing helps you see my videos, don't you know? Right, now on first glance, this doesn't appear too terrible. I mean, this is pretty bad. Like, you're losing... You're losing to the Netherlands. But let's hop in and just see what's the happy haps. Well, firstly, oh, well, that's gone, never mind. What we have here is research slots not being used. So let's see, oh, I haven't even researched 1918 support equipment. You might want to do that before you go down 1942 equipment. So, okay, here's the deal. If I appear to be ribbing you a little bit, it's all in jest, okay? I used to be bad at Hearts of Iron, and I'm sure some of you... Oh, not even radio! So I used to be bad at Hearts of Iron 4, but I kind of know the basics now after 1,600 hours. So I'm in a pretty good spot to try and help, I think. Oh, you haven't even done your doctrines! Oh god, things are falling off my desk. Okay, this might not be fixable. Oh, but you do have Panzer IIs, which is very nice. We'll put those to use, hopefully. So I can't even get signal companies because we don't have radio research. National focuses haven't really been done. I don't know when you stop doing these, but you do want to do the 4-year plan. You could have had a better industry than you've got right now, because you could have gone and done autarky, got some free factories, right? But you didn't. Okay, so this isn't great, but it's not atrocious either. So, you're lacking 12,000 infantry equipment, which is fine, which I will solve pretty much immediately. You also have a surplus of 13,000 support equipment, which you don't need. I'm just going to reduce that to 5 factories. The same with artillery. You've got a surplus of 17,000. Let's just go back to 4 factories. You do want some medium tanks, so we'll bump you up to 20 factories there and start switching over. He's missing 4,000, but I'll show you why in a second. We'll switch those over to Panzer IIs. You have 26,000 motorised, so let's just reduce those down. And we should probably get some fighters and CAS. Fighters is going to be very important. I want at least 15 being produced, and then the rest of our factories can go towards CAS production. Transport planes are fine. Now, in terms of the biddly bobbities down here, these are okay. We do want a Chief of Air Force. The army drill, you should probably change that over. I'm probably going to have to change it to division attack of plus 10%. We don't need to worry about training too many more divisions. Now, the thing that confuses me here is the infantry division template that you've got. So, I don't know the meta of infantry divisions, or I don't really know the meta, right? I just know what's an okay division. And to me, a 34 combat whip division comprised of infantry and 1 medium tank is not great. So I'm immediately going to get rid of the medium tank. The infantry I'm actually going to reduce down to 20 combat width because I need to free up some manpower. This might be a bit tricky, but at least all of our divisions will be equipped. So I'm just going to save that. Now, you are recruiting a lot more of them, which is probably wise to an extent. However, I'm going to get rid of a few of these. We don't need all of them. What we do need, however, you're not garrisoning your ports, which is really risky. So I'm gonna train some cavalry for you. How's that, my diddly doodler? And you also kind of need to garrison Poland, otherwise you're going to have consistent problems with people trying to rebel against your rule. Haven't even looked at the casualties. My oh my. Well, the Axis, oh no, have taken double the casualties of the Allies. HOI. And Poland appears to be the only nation that's been defeated. Italy's taken almost 2 million casualties, so we're probably going to have to bail them out fairly soon. This doesn't look great. You're also attacking when you weren't making any progress, which is kind of silly. And you haven't split up your divisions to even under generals or even get a field marshal. Ha 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 ha. Oh, and some of these are just Slovakian units. Oh no, we don't want them attacking. They're only literally good for garrisoning, or just get rid of them. Right, now I would use an air force, but we don't really have one, which is a bit of a problem. And you're also overloaded on that airfield too. So for now, I'm going to get rid of the air force. I'm going to make it all again from scratch. Okay, now to try and make a decent tank division. For sake of time, I'm just going to get a 20 combat width medium tank template to begin with. It's not going to be the best, but it will serve, because we do need to pump out some tankies to try and help pierce the line here. Okay, so hopefully my fighter production, where I put my factories on there now, we're only making 5 a week. Really? Oh, it's because my production efficiency is so low. Now, I do have aerial superiority for now, so if I just try to do a little push, we'll see if our infantry divisions can actually do the job just without any tank support. And they're not doing great because the British are well entrenched, but we might push a couple of tiles. Okay, they're pushing us away from the Maginot. That's bad. So I'll have to assign some more units to try and help them hold down there. Oh dear. Let's see if we can retake this airport though. We might be able to do that against the British. Yes, wander on in please. Give me back my airport. Thank you. Okay, great. We've taken back an airport. We are losing in Greece, and Italy has been pushed back to their starting position. This is... Oh, I'm worried. Oh god, I didn't even look at what we're constructing. Infrastructure, why? Okay, infrastructure when you're at war, you don't need to... Germany has pretty good infrastructure, so I'm just going to clear that out for you, mate. Let's get rid of that. I don't know... And ports, don't worry about that. Yeah, I think you're prepping for Barbarossa when you're never going to be in a position to. At the moment, at least. Right, I'm going to get a Chief of Air Force. We need the air superiority. And I really hope I can research radio soon. So radio is really important, as you can see, for your reinforcement rate. And we do really want to help with our infantry, right? Oh, do I have can I even get paratroopers? No, I can't get paratroopers. There's really nothing I can do at the moment. Maybe if I can deploy these tanks, which I can't. Yeah, on the front of it, this save game didn't look too bad. But once you delve into the depths of ruling a nation, you kind of see what's been going wrong. So where we can attack from multiple ways, this is probably a good time to try and take a tile back, you know, a little bit at a time. Although my infantry is still failing to do that. Oh no, we're making progress now. Yeah, so the tiles that we can take back, I will. And, oh, really, you're failing? Oh, God. Oh, I need radios. I really need radios. It failed! What? Pourquoi? Attack again! So I'm just going to deploy the tanks. I know they're not ready to be deployed, but I need them in the field. And they're going to be led by Mr. Manstein. However, we do have an opportunity to, really pierce down here. So that's what we're going to do. And I just need to really hope that Russia doesn't declare war on me, because if they do, I think I'm definitely dead. Okay, so with the tanks supporting the attack with infantry, well, the tanks supported with infantry, I'm going to try and do a little cheeky encirclement down here, as you can see, yes? So I'm hoping that they'll be able to do a nice cheeky encirclement, and then we can see the power of Alex the Rambler's tactics. Right, we've encircled them. That's fantastic. Now I can probably wait for them to starve, I hope. Ah, who am I kidding? Go on in, chaps. Wreck 'em all. Okay, so that was a pretty decent encirclement. And that should help us push further in towards Amsterdam. So it's going okay. My counterattack is just taking a while. I just lack so many resources, you see. I'm also not going to be able to produce any more tank divisions for now. Yeah, as I'm lacking tanks we desperately need. And I really do need to keep getting buffs and my land doctrine finished. That's a big priority for me. Okay, we've done another little encirclement. This won't be many units, but at least it frees up more men on the front. Okay, so it's going okay now. You can see like the counterattack has worked. We are still getting pushed back down here, which isn't great. But that's fine. That's fine. That they think we're weak, and we'll show them once I push them towards Amsterdam. Okay, so the Netherlands have, well, a level 1 fort, but it's in a forest, so that's a bit of a pain. But Mr. Manstein here has the siege artillery. As you can see, the fort damage goes up by 200%. So I'm going to use that. And then we're just going to attack in. I should probably set a battle plan in, but I don't really care enough for that. So I'm hoping the siege artillery does its job, and we just punch on through. Yep, the tank is the fort is already destroyed. This is all without much of an air force. I would just like to add, like I don't really have much of one. I'm trying to produce one, but yeah, I have 1,000 aircraft. So this is all without any anti-air, any anti-tank, any aircraft of basically any sort. So at least from my perspective, I always think it's better to have units that are designed for a specific purpose, like tank divisions for tanks. Oh no, Soviet Union is justifying on Legionary Romania. Hopefully that's just give them Bessarabia. Give them Bessarabia, please. So yeah, I have tanks for tanks. I have infantry for infantry. You know, I have my units for specific purposes. I try not to stick tanks in infantry divisions because I think it's a bit of a waste. Right. Well, unless I get any air, I don't think I'm going to have a chance of doing anything really. So I'm going to have to stop using my air force for a while. This is a really tough situation. I just don't have any air force. 900 planes now. It's grim. It's really grim. This might actually be a save game I can't save. That. Oh dear. Well, I'm taking back a bit of land. I was hoping to do an encirclement, but it hasn't really worked out. Most of them have just like escaped my entrapment, which is frustrating. But taking the territory back so I get the factories is probably pretty good. And we're almost at the point where I can get paratroopers. I just can't do anything with them. Seeing as, well, they don't have any air superiority anywhere. But hey-ho, we've encircled 2 British divisions. They will die. You will die! Now, for the very brief moment, I have air superiority in the Netherlands, so I'm going to try and take Amsterdam. I doubt it'll work, but we can give it a good old Rambler try, right? So I thought I had a problem where I didn't have control over any part of the river here, but it turns out that I do, so I might be able to do a bit of a push with my tanks. Up through Belgium? Maybe? Who knows? Well, I'll give it a try. There we go. We've almost got the breakthrough I need. I'm sacrificing a lot of troops, but I think that worked. Keep going, please. So they have so much aerial superiority. Any progress that I make just gets pushed back. It's so frustrating. I think they also probably have more divisions than I do. I have 169. Yeah, okay. They have more. Well, it doesn't look like I've made a whole lot of progress, but it's improved from where I started, I think. Not by much, but we have improved, and the losses... Oh, God. Well, that's not what you need. Japan has called... Oh, why did I didn't want to... No. Why has the United States joined the war? I didn't do nothing! Ah! I'm starting to fear that the Allies are too strong for me to beat, and this save game is quite effed. Oh, boy. So, yeah, on one air region, I have 200 fighters against their 2,800. So I'm starting to think, like, have I made any major mistakes? And I don't think I have, except maybe selecting this save game as one to save, and this being my first fail. But overall, you could argue I've saved it, because I have made it more stable. We've taken back a lot of territory. So yeah, this is like a moral victory, right? But no, I have been kind of doom-stacked against the Allies here. Like, what can I do against so many divisions? Good news, everyone, I have 100% infrastructure everywhere. Oh dear. Oh no, Tadu, what? Oh no. Is this it? This is it. This is a GG! Me thinking. This is the end. My darling friend, the end. I am now in a position where I'm actually building aircraft, but it's still not, like, it's not great. They've done something! Oh my god! Oh! Hirohito, you legend! Well, I tried doing paradrops, but it appears they have indeed garrisoned their nations. Which is a shame. Yeah, oh my god, the garrisons everywhere. Like, I landed in Rotterdam. Hasn't really helped the situation, though. Oh my god, I've lost 32 planes to their 4! Well, that's not good. Well, I've taken Paris. Let's just say this was a victory. Good day to you all. Yeah, it doesn't get them close to capitulating now, unfortunately. So, you know, my game plan is kind of off. But I managed to paradroop and take that. And despite me trying to split up their armies, I still can't push. Yeah, okay. UK has, what, 6k planes? US has 4k. It's France. I don't think France will have an air force, but they have a larger air force than I do. Right. So I'm going to say that I almost saved this one, but not quite. I think that the main reasons were mainly just the fact that I couldn't get a large enough air force in order to combat the Allies. I also don't think it helped that I didn't have any land doctrines researched until I started researching them in 1940. So please get an air force and land doctrines. That would be my advice to you. I mean, if you want to take over this campaign, you surely could. It's going to end quite poorly for you now. But if I hadn't have entered the war against the USSR, then I think I could have pretty much held indefinitely. But yeah, pushing just was out of the question. So unfortunately, this isn't a win, but I don't want to say it's a fail either, because admitting defeat, God, what kind of person would do that? But if you'd like to see your save game potentially covered, please do send them to the email address. I think it's HOI4saves@gmail.com, and I'll be back with more content very soon. Toodaloo! Many thanks to Onion Duck, Maximilian Foreman, Wyatt Green, Parappa the Trapper, Ryan Cock, Cody Freeze, Name1231, Aiden, Jigglycrotch, Use Beef, Sean Young, and Logan Whaley for being ridiculous Rambler supporters on Patreon, and many thanks to all the other patrons too. I did it right that time.